Good morning, everyone. This is your girl, Coteria, and welcome back to my channel, My Opinions Vlog. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Porsha Williams and her current husband, Simon Guobadia. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's from Nigeria, Africa. They've been married for 15 months. Now, the reason why I want to talk about Porsha is because a couple of weeks ago, last month in February, I believe, either before Valentine's Day or after, she took to her social media, and I believe she announced that she's coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all know she's been kind of gone, I think, for only one or two seasons after she got married to Simon. You know what I'm saying? Now, her and Simon been married for 15 months. Now, it also was announced that once she was returning back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, she quickly soon after, once she announced that, it was announced that she also is divorcing Simon. Now, this is my take and this is my opinion. I believe this is bullshit. I also believe this is lies. I mean, I'm not sure if there's court records that TMZ found that she filed for divorce. Because remember, this is going to come out of her pocket. A lot of times, you know, these women, they state that they're going to file for divorce, but they don't put any for action, such as going down there to the courthouse and filing the paperwork. They just say it's just word of mouth. Now, mind you, Simon Guobadia was married to Phelan Pena from 2019 to 2021. She was also on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's before, you know, Porsha started dating him. And a lot of people feel like if this is true, this is kind of Porsha Williams' karma, because you basically jump on another ping after he decided to divorce another woman. Now, Simon Guobadia has a very shifty past. This man have been married for 4 times. That says a lot. Now, y'all know he is on a visa. He has a green card. He's not a permanent resident. Simon been trying to get a permanent visa for so many years. I'm going to say almost 30 years. He came to the United States in the early 80s, 81 to 82, on a working visa. And those visas have since expired. And, you know, they have not deported him back to Africa. You understand? He also obtained a visa with falsified information. So a lot of this is coming out in the courts recently because I guess he decided to go after, I don't know the proper name. Don't hold me to it. It's early morning. I forgot the place, the actual name where you go and you get the temporary visa. Okay, we're going to just say United States Custom. Okay, he's going after United States Custom because he feel like they're taking too long to grant him his neutralization. He did the neutralization paperwork, basically the process of becoming a permanent resident. But Simon Guobadia has a criminal past, such as money fraud, credit card fraud, with his first alias names that he was going by. So we're going to say his Nigeria name when he first got here. He did some shady, scammy things such as bank fraud and credit card fraud. So when he replied to renew his green card, his temporary visa in the 90s, he went under a total made up first and last name. You know what I'm saying? Illegal alias name. And that's why he's still currently here based off of lies. So a lot of this stuff came out. I was watching a couple of videos on this. This could get really in depth. This goes really deep with Simon and his shady, you know what I'm saying, visa line application. So, you know, of course, for you to obtain a permanent resident, you got to be married to a United States citizen for a couple of years. You also cannot be doing any crime or any illegal activity, you know, if you're trying to obtain a permanent resident, become a permanent resident. So, you know, I see why, I don't know what caused Simon and Phelan to, you know what I'm saying, file for divorce, but I do question that. And, you know, I feel like Porsha Williams only married Simon because of his status and the fact that he has money. Now, I don't know what Simon is currently doing, but I know he's a businessman. But sometimes when you look at things, you know, sometimes some things are too good to be true. And I do think he's caught up in a lot of fraud. And I think Porsha Williams is aware that she didn't care. She just cared about his money. So she looked at, Phelan, living a high life. She's, a little bit younger than Porsha. And, she was doing her thing. She wanted that too. And at any cost, any means necessary, she don't care. I mean, she sees trying to get a permanent residence card. So she know exactly why he wants her, why he's looking, why he was looking to marry her. Porsha's very attractive, but Porsha also come off as dumb. She's just kind of a little bit slow and delayed in many ways. And she's easy to manipulate. A lot of these women, they go off the backs in the strength of a man status, money-wise. They don't care how he obtained the money, how he gets the money, long as they being kept. So that's why this is why I feel like Porsha Williams quickly married Simon. She didn't, too much do her research about his past. She got a lot of backlash and a lot of lip behind that because, like I said, this woman just divorced, her husband that she was married to for no longer than 2 years. And you saying you in love and God dropped him in your lap. Porsha, are you serious? You're the same one that really thought literally a train was running underneath the ground. I love me some Porsha Williams, but I gotta laugh about that. It's just a joke. Because I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, I thought there was actually literally a underground railroad too. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning. I'm thinking that, hypothetically, a railroad was running underground in the early 1800s, transporting slaves. I didn't think it was, a metaphor. So yeah, Porsha Williams is like, I don't need the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Simon's gonna take care of me. She don't need that extra coin. I would have stayed, to put, money in my pocket. I understand I'm being kept, he can give me whatever I want to, but it's good on your resume. But now she's returning, and so I wonder why she's returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because you was living the high life. You didn't need them at the time. So I feel like she found out that, Simon is not what he appeared to be. Yes, he got money, but, he's probably, taking out a lot of loans, $1 million loans, to furnish that, $1 million lifestyle they try to keep up. And I think she found out, the money, he got lawsuits come his way. He also facing deportation because his visa been expired years ago. It's just that the United States Custom did not, deport him when they should have. And mind you, they got so many applications. They got so many illegal immigrants they got to deal with. So he slipped through the cracks. So she's kind of looking at him like, oh, he may not be in the United States. He might get deported. So let me go and get my coin and go back to the Real Housewife of Atlanta, even though it's crazy because when you look at these housewife shows, you're supposed to be married. A lot of these women on there, they're not married. Now, remember, Porsha Williams was married to Cordell Stewart when she first got on the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise years ago. And remember, she let us know that was a arranged marriage. Her and Cordell Stewart had an arrangement. Their marriage was set up. Now, the word on the curb at that time that Cordell Stewart was playing for the other team, which meaning, they were saying that he was gay. And Porsha kind of alluded that he was feminine, and she believed that, at the time her husband, was kind of into mans, but he basically got with her. They came up with a plan in a arranged marriage to kind of like, help his image, such as he wanted people, to view him as a heterosexual man, even though, he was down low. So that was the plan. You understand? So she was married to him not so long either. That's how she ended up on the Housewives of Atlanta show. And she's been on there ever since, even though she has not been married. Now she finally got married to Simon. So, whether she get divorced or not, which I don't think is true. I think she just saying this to kind of like help her storyline. Now that she's coming back. But I don't think her and Simon is getting divorced. I think that's just, bullshit. Because like I said, now I believe, like I said, Simon, he keeps on poking the bell with the United States Custom. He's going to get what he's looking for, and he's going to get deported back to Africa. And mind you, and they already busted you and found out that you use a false made up illegal alias name. Okay, that's already, falsifying documents and lying under oath. So you trying to challenge and basically come after you have United States Custom because they won't grant you neutralization. You know why they won't grant you neutralization. They've been watching your ass and investigating you, Simon. They know exactly what you're doing. But like I said, they're going to sit on it and keep on watching you until they get what they want. And then when they ban you, from the United States for good. They're going to have all they, you know what I'm saying, research and all they evidence showing that you're doing illegal criminal activity. And you would never be a permanent resident. You know exactly what you got your hand and foot in, Simon Guobadia. You so full of it. So you trying to, rush the process while you sit up there doing stuff that you're not supposed to be doing. You can't rush the process when you're doing illegal activity. Now, you recently bought this $500,000, some type of, truck. This new model, model truck he bought. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to flash for social media, because claims are out saying that, you know what I'm saying, you might be broke and, you know what I'm saying, you taking out all these loans. But that's him and Porsha Williams' problem. But Porsha Williams, like I said, anything that comes out about Simon, I'm not surprised. You was aware of it. I just think that she's living in a moment. She wants to be with a man, you know what I'm saying, that got money, that could take care of her. You know what I'm saying? She could have the finest things of life. I don't know, mind you, Porsha had her own little hair. She was selling hair bundles. I'm not sure if that's still, if she's still doing business in the hair industry. I'm not sure if that's working out for her. But a lot of these women gonna learn. When you dealing with these rich men, okay, make sure he's dropping a lot of money in your account. So when things go sour with him, you got stacks upon stacks in your account. A lot of these women don't think that way. They don't invest in themselves. If I'm going to have a man with all this money, I'm going to make sure he take his millions and invest in some of the business ideas that I have. So when shit falls and crumbles, I can have something to fall back on for me and my children. A lot of them don't think that way. They care about cars, clothes, jewelry, being flown on a jet. Who gives a fuck about that materialistic thing? I want investments. I want my name tied in money, okay? Buy me a goddamn building so I can lease it, you know what I'm saying, to other businesses. I want to make steady income. A lot of these women don't think that way. And, Porsha, like I said, she's very pretty. But Porsha is kind of a little bit, country dumb in a way, if you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, that's all I got to say about Porsha and Simon. They ain't getting divorced. They just doing this for ratings and a storyline. And she's coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta because, like I said, Simon paper it ain't adding up. It ain't, it ain't going strong, and she knows it. But all right, y'all, catch y'all later.